Perfumes. Today I got for you a chatty roundup of Pitti Fragranze 2023 because some of you asked me on my Instagram how it has been in Florence this year, and although I've already shared with you the biggest highlights for me on my social media, and in case you don't follow me there, make sure to do so. All the health information will be linked as always down below, so check out the description box and keep on watching this video for more details because I decided to sit down and just run you through those perfumes and samples I brought home with me, and also share with you my impressions and overall thoughts and also trends that I spotted in Florence. So without any further ado, just give the video a huge thumbs up if you appreciate me going out so far away, spending lots of money just to bring you the freshest news, and subscribe to my channel to stay updated. And after you're done with that, we can get started. So hello and welcome everyone to today's chatty update and summary of Pitti Fragranze 2023, which is basically this niche perfume exhibition that takes place in Florence every year, and I try to go because I'm obsessed with perfumes, and there you can smell so much amazing stuff and meet cool people. It is a little bit more Italian market oriented, but still worth checking out because the city itself is amazing. So just in case you're thinking about going, definitely make sure to do so. But today I will be just sharing with you my thoughts, impressions, and also those coolest perfume finds I made at Pitti Fragranze 2023. So without any further ado, let me just grab any fragrance without particular order. For example, Massa by Kajal is one of the newer releases, and it's a gem in their fabulous collection that is emerald green and smells very interesting because on the one side it is woody, aromatic, and a little bit masculine. On the other side it's softer because of the sweeter notes, but I would categorize it as this fruity, watery perfume that actually reminds me of my all-time favorite, Gallagher's Amongst Waves, and it has this massive projection. Definitely room filler quality is written all over it, so in case you prefer such woody, warm, spicy, and at the same time aromatic perfumes with this nice fruity feeling, I think you will really like it. By the way, Kajal had one of the flashiest stands. You come there and everything is so ultra luxurious, like the next perfumes from a different collection. For example, number 3, and this is how the bottle design looks like. So stunning. I absolutely adore that presentation, just phenomenal and truly niche and expensive. It is definitely more like a masculine perfume, but hear me out. Every man who loves perfumes definitely needs to have this fragrance because it smells so zesty, really lemony, kind of like limoncello with a bit of rosemary, so it's ultra aromatic. It is also blossoming and it's just so juicy. It's really mouth-watering, addictive, and sexy that I love to wear it myself. But if I smelled it on the man, oh boy, you guys, so worth checking out. You definitely need it because it's super versatile, will fit literally any occasion. Something else more unisex but also absolutely addictive is number 4, and it's a similar bottle, yet the design on it is a bit different. But you guys, it is such a complex perfume, hard to define. I would say it's powdery, but don't think about those sweet makeupy perfumes. This one has some boozy elements. There is leather, there is jasmine, there are woods. But you guys, it is not about the notes, it is about this magic that is captured in the scent. I was so blown by it, so it is definitely one of my most favorite ones, and there are more exciting things coming from Kajal. So let's stay tuned and move on to the next fragrance, which is the new release by the brand Anthology that I am very glad I got my nose on, and the new release is called Cess Rebel. You guys, this is such an ultra modern perfume if you're looking for a great smelling fragrance in the minimalistic packaging. By the way, I've just released this top list inspired by the kawaii luxury trend, and I think it will fit that theme perfectly because first of all it looks really chic and elegant, and second of all, it smells like that. Although in the opening there is amazing mix of cinnamon and bitter orange with ginger, so it's really spicy, and because of that orange addition, it reminds me just of winter holiday, so it was amazing to discover a fragrance like that. Definitely haven't smelled anything similar to it at Pitti. And then it has the most modern amber accord, hard to define, a little bit woody, a little bit spicy, so good. I would say it's great for colder weather because it's just truly warming, and yet it is still very elegant as their entire collection I got samples of, and they have really elegant perfume, so I really love that. And I also loved discovering some Turkish brands, like for example this one that I've never heard about before, took me by surprise, and it is called Ephemeral Diadic. I have some struggles pronouncing the brand, but I got just so excited about their perfumes. First of all, there is missing feeling, and this is the design, not traditionally Turkish, very minimalistic and contemporary, and the fragrance is for those who want to have the scent of basically peachy champagne and some musk. If you love those notes, you need this perfume that will give you an impression just smelling like yourself but better. So it has that skin note in there and just truly essential. But this fragrance that's called Body and Beauty is definitely a special one in the collection, and it is obviously inspired by my all-time favorite movie, the best one out there, Point Break, Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze, The Ocean, Surfers. What else do you need? It can't get better than that, and we just clicked with the founder and had some great laughs. So Body and Yuta is a little bit more of a masculine perfume, and it smells very ambery, warm, even slightly heady. I can smell almost like this salt and just like, you know, slightly sweaty body, but in a sexy way. So it's a badass fragrance. It's very strong. The projection of it is mind-blowing, just like the rest. For example, I'm really into Ozymandias, and you know, there are a lot of oriental perfumes out there and they smell similar, but this is about woody vanilla, and I'm not talking about, you know, those gourmand sweet vanillas. In case you prefer something woodier, then this is definitely the one you need to check out because it has an oriental character. It's very warm, and I like that vanilla is almost bitter edged, so a very interesting perfume that I'm always excited to wear, and it is among my top choices for this fall season because it's just so cozy and has great sillage. Just as Dark Dreams, it's another great one. I mean, like, their collection is so good. This one is really wearable. I would say it smells kind of like dry fruit. I'm not sure about the notes, but this is another great one, almost like with a metallic touch. So very interesting and unique. There is a discovery set that I recommend you to grab on their official website because this is the brand that took me by surprise, and I really enjoyed discovering their perfumes. Like from the next, also Turkish brand that is called Niche Ant. I only got 2 samples out of, I believe, 17 perfumes that they have in stunning bottles. There is Sun, which I believe is this nice, kind of like patchoulish, you know, like oriental warm perfume that just hugs you in a way. And there's also Venus, which is more of my type of fragrance because it's like this carnal and voluptuous floral fragrance, so definitely need to get more samples of that. Talking about great floral perfumes, oh my god, Patio by Botanicae is the one that I think a lot of people will love, including myself, especially if you are a white floral soul, then this is the one for you because we got tuberose, jasmine and honeysuckle in there. It smells blossoming, really ethereal, a little bit powdery, and the sillage fit is great. So it's a long-lasting perfume, and it smells kind of familiar, so I think you will really have fun with this fragrance, and the brand is great. In case you're not familiar with it, I've already shared kind of like a collection overview of all their perfumes on my channel, so definitely check out that video. all the health information, as I've already said, will be linked down below in the description box. But with that being said, let's move on to another great perfume that is by the brand Marcocha, and it's called Wild Fields, that I think a lot of people will enjoy. When I smelled it, I was like, oh, this is another clean and modern sweet musk. We have ton of fruity and floral, also musky and woody, even sweet tones in there. So if you're a fan of perfumes like, let's say, Erva Pura, but you don't want something as heavy as that one is, I think this is a nice choice, especially for every day, because it's so casual and really wearable. I love that. And yeah, the entire collection, them as well as Eternal Hearts, by the way, and I have Spicy Rose from them, and you know that this brand is pure luxury and high quality. Really recommend you to give them a try in case you're not familiar with them yet, because there are so many stunners in that collection, like My Magic and Spicy Rose that I have right here. Just look at the stunning bottle, it is out of this world. And yeah, I have a collection overview on them too, so I'm a huge fan of them. And Botanic High, Eternal Haas and Marcocha organized this beautiful event on the rooftop, and it was really lovely, just, you know, chatting with people, smelling the perfume. So we had a great night with them. But since we're talking about Turkish brands, my good friends from Regalian have released a stunning collection dedicated to the ritual of hammam, and they're all clean, they're all very beautiful and inspired just by, you know, this cleansing and socializing in maybe like public baths or something. And there is a very clean one in the collection that's lovely. Another one with tea elements is a little bit too masculine for me, and I love this one that is called hold on, Alfie, the best, because it got the rose and it smells quite ozonic, kind of like bathing with an open window. So good. I bet you haven't smelled a rose or just like a floral perfume like this. So it is absolutely stunning. I also love the design and everything is so pretty about it. And while we are still on the note of Turkish brands, you guys, one of the biggest finds brands and perfumes wise for me was hands down Unique and their fragrance Mashimara. First of all, huge shout out to this red bottle. By the way, it's the color of the season, just for your information. But you guys, I was literally blown by this absolutely amazing gourmand that has a marshmallow note with caramel and praline, even milk. So you could say it's lactonic, but at the same time there is incense and cashmere wood. So it's kind of like burning marshmallows on fire. Very exotic, very unusual, with some sharpness to it and great longevity. I just love smelling it on myself, and I have a few more of their perfumes, but the bottles and the actual boxes that they come in, they are pieces of art. I really loved this brand. They were really, really cool. And another new brand that I had a pleasure to discover was this one, Spiritum, that is inspired by the concept of numerology, and there are 9 fragrances in the collection. I haven't smelled all of them yet, but I have already worn number 1, and you know what? It has almost like this makeup, lipsticky note, and if anything smells like lipstick, I need it. And what we have in here notes wise is amaretto with fig and tea, some woods, some balms, spices, oud, all the delicious things. And I believe the nose is Bertrand Chafour, and he's just a genius. I really love his DNA. So I'm excited to wear more of these fragrances by Spiritum. And yeah, they have really nice bottles too. Next up we have the brand Mayjoy, and their perfumes are inspired by different cities and people there. So it's interesting, if you're a New Yorker, maybe you need this one. For people who live in London, there is Londoner or Berliner. So really fun concept and colorful bottles. A few in the collection. Actually, I really want to smell one of these, which is Parisian. I guess it's my favorite because it's kind of like this, oh yeah, rosy and juicy, fruity, almost blackcurrant. And I believe Londoner was Yeah, the one with woody and spicy powdery vanilla. So that was another great one. But I was also really into the brand d'Orsay, and I believe it's like a historical French brand that got revamped, and I loved so many of their perfumes. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of samples, but I've already worn these two that I got in bigger sizes to the demonstration yesterday. And oh my, one of them is really woody and dark, like quite down to earth, and another one it's like bright and ethereal, Lily of the Valley, and it was raining like ooh, really intensely. And yeah, it went really great with you know, the stormy weather. I have this bag, my purse, full with samples, so I think I will run you through a few of them. For example, brand Olfactology and WIS 1920 had an event where they presented their novelties, and this Maharlo, oh my god, is like the cherry of Pitti Fragranze. I'm telling you, this is like a cherry bomb. If you love this note, you will adore it. It's like a bit boozier and darker than our usual cherries. It has like really nice powdery sweet backbone to it. Absolute dream, and it's like red and nice in the flacon. Another new release that they presented for WIS 1920, and I don't know if I like it more, very hard to choose between these two, is Astrato, but you guys, it's just, oh yeah, something so special. I don't know about the notes, very actually difficult to pinpoint the notes in some of these, but I loved that it smelled so, how should I say, really soft, quite fruity, but like with a booze behind it. It's like fruits that are getting sour and starting to, how do you call this process when they have something alcoholic to them, and at the same time it's sweet and ambery, really joyful. So I was really pleased with both of these releases, I gotta tell you. And there is kind of like a trend for such beautiful fruity perfumes, especially juicy ones. If we are talking about the notes that I've been seeing in a couple of fragrances, those are definitely cherry. It is not leaving the party at all, but it got a few France fruity trend, and those are definitely mango and passion fruit. If I find the sample of this new release by the brand Optico, yes, here it is, Brazil. I remember it was a really mouth-watering and just zesty, bright, oh yeah, maracuja perfume, maybe even with oud, but I'm not quite sure. Thank God that was not a full bottle, because I'm a well-known dropper. Anyway, I have some samples of WIS 1920, and this is like a phenomenal brand that I love a lot. And also a couple of bottles that I got kindly gifted by my friends, like Mia from JUS Perfumes, Paradis de Zert, probably have just mispronounced it, so sorry for that, but it's like a very clean, almost scratchy fragrance that to me smells like hot weather, maybe even or cleansing day. So this is a really nice one, and this one is still packed, so maybe we shall open it from Bok. And by the way, Antonio is working on something really cool with Sultan Pasha. They had a soft launch for this new brand coming from Bangladesh, and that was really exciting, kind of like a monsoon perfume. I have a vial of it, so let's, oh yes, smell it. It is definitely Sultan, but light-handed, which I like, with aldehydes, bamboo, rice, so good, and definitely exotic. And what is this one? I have absolutely no idea, but let's smell together. So this is number 10. Oh, and this is like dirty animalic, ooh, really sexy, maybe for a night out fragrance. Also, there was a brand Note Fluid, and they have colorful bottles inspired by different music. And also the brand Balakin was really nice, new, but already successful, with 4 perfumes in absolutely stunning bottles. And last but not least, it was so much fun to chat with Swiss guys from Panois. They have a very unique collection, definitely for the lovers of niche perfumery that's more indie and unique. I really loved a lot of their fragrances. I'm not quite sure about my favorite one, but I think it's the peach. It was so good, also with a bit of maracuja, and it was really lovely. But I definitely need to explore some of these perfumes a little bit deeper, and just to remind myself of those great times. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I tried to film for you a little bit so you kind of get into the vibe of this event, and it was busy but still very, very inspiring for me. So if you appreciate me going so far for you and taking all of these impressions and new just exciting perfumes and brands, then please give the video a huge thumbs up, it's important. And also tell me which of these brands you want me to review for you, or if you have any questions left regarding anything, I'm here to chat with you. So say hi in the comments, it's very important for me, as well as your subscription. And if you could support me even more, it would be great on Buy Me Coffee website. The link as well as all the health information will be down below in the description box. And on that note, definitely follow me on my social media, because I'm very active on Instagram and TikTok. And also don't forget to shop perfumes with my discounts, because that's also very beneficial for me and for you. And I guess that was all I want to tell you. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to stay tuned and smell good. We'll see each other next one really soon. Bye guys.